Georgia's Silver Comet Trail has been at the top of the leaderboard since episode 5, but now Delaware gets its chance to take the crown.
But this trail is only 12.5 miles long. So here's the question. Can a shorter trail compete with the giants at the top of the leaderboard? Because what Delaware lacks in distance, it might make up for with one of the most unusual riding experiences we've seen so far.
Today I'm riding the Michael N. Castle C&D Canal Trail. Here's how this competition works.
Every trail gets scored in 5 categories: scenery, ride quality, variety, amenities, and memorability. Then it gets placed on the Bike Across America national leaderboard.
And now it's Delaware's turn.
The Michael N. Castle Trail is in northern Delaware. It runs along the north shore of the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. It stretches 12.5 miles to the state line with Maryland and another 1.5 miles into North Chesapeake City. The Michael N. Castle is Delaware's longest paved trail, and approximately 200,000 people use the trail every year. The canal itself connects Chesapeake Bay to the Delaware River, and that makes it one of the busiest commercial waterways on the East Coast. Right away, the trail makes a strong impression. The pavement is smooth and wide, and the views are surprisingly expansive.
Something that's quite unusual about this trail is that for almost the entire ride you're riding next to active shipping traffic. That's something that we haven't seen so far in this series.
Massive cargo ships, tugboats, industrial infrastructure, open water views. This trail feels completely different from the forested rail trails we've mostly ridden so far.
When a cargo ship like this passes by, you feel very small.
The biggest strength of this trail is that you spend most of the ride with an unobstructed view of the canal, and because the waterway is always active, there's usually something happening around you.
I've ridden a lot of bike trails, but none quite like this.
The canal opened in the 1820s and dramatically shortened shipping routes between Philadelphia and Baltimore. What once required a long journey around the Delmarva Peninsula could suddenly be done in a fraction of the time. For 2 centuries, this waterway has been moving commerce through the region, and today, cyclists get a front row seat.
And that's what I love about this series. Every trail tells a story about the state that we're in. And in Delaware, it's very much about the canal. It's such an important part of its history.
The scenery here is all about openness, big skies, wide water, massive ships.
Delaware is putting together a seriously strong case. The ride quality's good, the scenery is excellent, and I love the canal and the wonderful bridges. Plus, you get to finish at a state line. Now, we've had state line finishes before in this series, but they never get old.
Morning. Morning.
If you're enjoying this series and want route maps, GPX files and extra behind the scenes content, consider supporting the series by becoming a channel member.
We've just gone through the marina and now we're in this lovely shaded woodland.
Now the trail has some weaknesses. For some riders the scenery here might feel a little repetitive, and apart from at the marina there aren't dramatic changes in terrain, and there aren't many signature landmarks beyond the canal itself.
And that's going to matter for some riders, but for me, the canal is the attraction.
By the end of the ride, Delaware delivered something I wasn't expecting. Not the most scenic trail, not the longest trail, but a really distinctive ride that I'm not going to forget.
This is the state line finish for the Michael Castle Trail, but as you can see the trail continues behind me into Maryland.
And we're going to follow it for another 1.5 miles.
This episode's trail stop is in North Chesapeake, just past the end of the trail. I'm not going to have any food and drink, but I'm going to have a little ride around and explore the town.
North Chesapeake City sits right along the canal at the trail's western end. Historic buildings, waterfront views, restaurants, small town charm. It's exactly the kind of stop you want during a ride like this.
Okay, it's time for Delaware's trail score.
35 points is a strong score for Delaware that puts it in a tie with Alabama's Chief Ladiga Trail. Now, when two trails finish level, I make a judgment call based on the overall experience. Both the Chief Ladiga and Michael Castle trails are excellent. I think Alabama's Chief Ladiga Trail is the better trail. Let me know in the comments if I've made the right decision. Another state down and we're one step closer to finding America's best paved bike trail.
Let me know in the comments what's been your favourite trail of the series so far. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next state.